All right, well, we got to check on a couple properties to brush hog retention ponds, and one just so happens to be here where we seeded last year, so I figured we'd check the seed together. I haven't looked at it yet. Could be good, it could be bad. It wasn't irrigated, I know, so who knows how it turned out. I still see some netting from straw blanket. I wrote it out a little bit, not horribly. Got some cover, but I know we didn't have it irrigated, so but at least they got enough cover for the city to allow it. Let's see. Well, and this is why I told him I didn't know if I could mow everything in there. There's literally standing water in here. So let's walk out here in these reeds, see how wet this is, because I don't weigh near as much as the skid loader. Oh no, standing water. I don't know if you can hear it squishing. Standing water. I might be able to mow over there, but I can't mow here. I mean, we've got water. All right, we'll have to go check the other one. I mean, we could mow the sides of the retention pond, I guess. We could probably stay over here and mow a lot of this. Some of that stuff over there is fairly steep. I mean, it might not look bad in camera, but it's fairly steep. I've got to kind of mow down and go back up, and that's another spot that a lot of times I have my track spun around backwards, just because I need traction going up these hills. I mean, this is, I don't remember what I measured it at last year, but 23 or 25 degrees, something like that. 30 degrees in some spots. I think I had 30 and 32 degrees or something like that. It's pretty steep. Let's go check the other pond. Here's another one right over here. All right, let's see how wet this one is. I'm sure if you guys watch a lot of my videos, you'll notice this pond, when we mowed this, it was, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 foot tall. And see, that's the reason we can't mow this thing. The floor of it always has water in it. It's so wet. We could mow the sides, but the developer was calling me and he said, hey, is there any way you can mow that retention pond? I mean, not like that. There's not much we can do with it. I can't get into all that. So, I mean, I can reach some of it, but I don't know. Tear the heck out of it. I mean, I don't know if mainly, yeah, I'm just gonna have to communicate with him and see, but we can mow around the outside and kind of mow down around and just not hit the floor. I mean, I can hit some of the floor, some of this and some of that over there, but, and then there's the other retention pond we just looked at. So maybe that's what he's wanting. They were supposed to redo the ponds, the floors of them, and regrade them and everything to where they drained out. He was wanting me to do it, and I just don't have big enough equipment to do that. But we may have to look into doing something. Maybe I can do something with the 75. But anyways, well, I'd say we go look at another retention pond, and I've got one more retention pond to look at, and then we have some lots to look at. So we're gonna go try to find this other housing development. I haven't ever been there, but it's up the highway here. So and I figure I'll give you a little update on my 7.3 Godzilla truck. This is a 2020 F450 7.3. It's got 488 gears. It's 4-wheel drive. It's 84-inch cab to axle, regular cab. Obviously a dually. It's an F450. I just had a guy literally write me a huge paragraph about, I guess he gave me a compliment and said, hey, it sounds like you're telling the truth about your 7.3. But he said that he was getting 8 miles a gallon out of his V10, running 70, 75 mile an hour. Look, I haven't reset this in a while. 10.2 miles a gallon. That's in 1,300 miles. I usually reset that when I change the oil. So my 6.7, I had a 2015 6.7 in an F-250 with, I don't know, 355 gears or whatever they come with. I don't know. It was just a normal built, you know, extended cab, long bed pickup with a bed. And I got one more, or maybe 1.2 miles a gallon better with it than I did with this truck. Pulling all the exact same stuff. The only thing that gained anything was my trailer. It gained about 2,000 pounds. Most of my skid loader trailers before, I'm trying to cover my coffee. I got some guy trying to burn me down. I'm driving the speed limit. You know how it is. You watch my videos and get aggravated at people trying to ride my butt. I mean, the guy just left his house, and my coffee, my truck rides are rough. My coffee's splashing out of my cup, and that's driving me crazy. Anyways, but so the only thing I've done is add another 2,000 pounds or so to my trailer that I pull all my equipment on. Pull all the same equipment, pull all the same attachments that I did with my 6.7. All I lost was 1.2 miles a gallon. Now, I'm not saying my 7.3 in this truck pulls better than my 6.7. Of course not. The 6.7's double the power. But I know a lot of guys keep saying, oh, well, you know, 6.7 gets horrible mileage and you get so much better with a diesel. I mean, I lost 1.2 miles a gallon in mileage going to my 7.3 from my 6.7. Now, granted, they're not spec to spec, but I don't see gear ratios and all that doing that enormous of a difference from my diesel truck to my gas truck. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to get you guys to buy a 7.3 truck, but I'm probably, as long as they have this motor, I'm telling you, I'm not going to buy another 6.7. I don't have DEF. I don't have the, you know, all the pollution control stuff to deal with. I don't have the more expensive fuel. I don't have the more expensive oil change costs, because I changed my oil at the same intervals as I did on my diesel. You know, my oil change is half the money. I don't know, it was a good choice for me, and it pulls good. But I've showed you guys a couple different videos that show the mileage that I'm getting. I'm getting about 10.5 miles a gallon generally. It's been extremely windy lately, so it's dropped down to 10.2, but it usually stays pretty solid, 10.2 or 10.4 miles a gallon on an average of about 6,000 miles. So, and that's highway driving, that's, you know, pulling equipment, not pulling equipment, whatever. So, anyways, just a little Godzilla update. Let's go check another retention pond. I always get the fun stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I could access from over there and get down into that. I mean, obviously it looks like I can only mow the sides. I might be able to mow some of the floor up here. It looks pretty wet on this low side. Looks like I can see some water and stuff, but and then I assume that I probably need to mow kind of the easement going up and around the hill. I think it's a little dog park thing or something up there, but there's not a whole lot of access. I mean, I assume I need to go look and see. I can probably access around that fence. Anyways, but I don't think this has ever been mowed, so who knows what's in here. I see a bunch of rock. There's some rock right there. I don't know if you can see it in camera. It just looks like a whole lot of fun, but that's what we do. So all right, now we have to go find a housing development and figure out what's in between phase 2 and 3. So let's go do that. All right, I think I found what he's needing to mow in the development. I'm just deducing that that's phase 2. Phase 1's already completed. I would assume this is phase 2 and this is phase 3. I don't have a plot of this this entire development at all, but I would assume that's what he wants mowed. I would think that the city is complaining about the trees and stuff in there. I don't know if he wants to pull them or mulch them, but if we're mowing here, I can mow all this with the TFK, with the mulcher on the excavator. I don't want to mow those trees down with the skid loader, so I wouldn't bring the skid loader. I think I'd just bring the mini. This side's a little worse. Obviously, it's got water in all these little step-down retention ponds through here. I mean, it'd be kind of neat when it's done, but it's a nuisance, you know, in this form. Generally, cities, they don't want the trees. I mean, I can probably make it to where I can reach all that. Looks like, I think I can reach everything with the TFK. It wouldn't be fun. And it goes all the way up. I don't know which way it'd be the easiest way to go. Probably none of them. Sometimes I feel like I need to bring my four-wheeler, I mean, that's why I bought my side-by-side, so I could go look at properties. I mean, not like this, I can walk this, but I've gotten on stuff before. It's like, gee, many Christmas. And there's something cool. That's my style. That scraper, it's like all painted up military camo. I don't know if it was an old military scraper or not, but that's kind of cool. But see, I mean, I could get to here, I could blade this out, and I could easily mulch this stuff. That's not out of the realm of the TFK. And then obviously I can mow the rest of that stuff. And this is kind of where, you know, I know a lot of guys probably think, I haven't really had a lot of comments, but a lot of guys are probably thinking, man, why don't you just have a mulcher for your skid loader? I really don't need one anymore. Most times when I'm clearing ground anymore, people just want the whole tree gone. They want the root, you know, the stump and everything gone. Nobody wants the stobs, the little stubs sticking up. I mean, this still isn't looking fun, but I mean, I can reach that one. I can reach across there. I can probably reach across that. And then I can ramp this down a little bit. I can probably get down into there. I don't know how soft that is, but anyways, this is the type of stuff that I get. So you can kind of see why I decided it was probably a good idea to have a mulcher or flail mower or something on the excavator. Seeing, I don't know if I'm supposed to disturb a lot of this, but I mean, I'll have to kind of pick around in there and get this bladed out to where I could get down to that stuff. But obviously, you know, to get a skid loader down there and mow that'd be horrendous. I mean, would not be fun at all. And this is why I've always thought maybe I need to throw, I think the developer just showed up. This is why a lot of times I kind of thought maybe I need to throw a counterweight on my machine. But anyways, I'm gonna get the rest of this checked out, and we'll see what we get done today.